Hi, it's 2 o'clock and I'm here. Even if you're not tuning in, I'm just going to carry on anyway. Hope you're having a nice Saturday. Is it even Saturday? I don't know. We've lost all track of time already. But hi, I am here on Facebook Live. Normal Facebook, not my art page, not Instagram. So this is fairly scary for me because I'm so used to being in my safe bubble, which is Instagram and my Facebook art page, because there's far fewer people on there. But I thought I'd give this a try because, well, I'm finding this week a little bit more trickier than I have since March. I think because we've gone into a second lockdown and because October was fairly difficult for me personally and for Dom, I'm just using whatever to have any kind of distraction. So I thought that what I'm going to do for you is just do one of these activities that I have been doing with these lives that I've been doing since June, and I thought that I would just waffle on, or if anybody's got any sort of questions or if anybody just wants to talk, I will try and answer you as best I can. So just gonna go for it for you. Because I'm a bit nervy, I don't know, I think I'm gonna start with this one. I might actually freestyle it in a way, starting with this. Okay, this, as you can probably see, is not symmetrical at all. The idea is that you give yourself, you could make these as accurate or as inaccurate as you like, where you could give yourself some kind of pencil guide to work with. You could use a ruler, or you don't have to use a ruler, and what you're doing is you're working with or against the lines. And they also work as a guide if you did want to make it in any way symmetrical. So yeah, that was the general idea I had, is where you start from one detail somewhere, and it could start from anywhere on the page. It could start on the edge or the corner, in the centre, right on the side, and then you can invent and you can go outward in whichever way you like, working with or against the line. And I think for this one, I'm going to show you how you can do that further. When I eventually do workshops, or if I eventually do YouTube videos, is that this isn't me telling you, oh yeah, this is how I do it and you do it this way. This is me just saying, like starting from the absolute basics. You do you do you, and try and interpret the way that you would do it. I'm going to do whatever different patterns coming from these spokes because I just want to show you how you can do this. I'm just going to go like that. This is me just reaching out saying, hi, how's your Saturday? Hi, Adam. Hello, Adam. Hello. Yeah, how are you? It's a bit raining out. Do you have any questions about... Oh, hello. Saturdays. Yeah. But the next step is YouTube, and that is the real scary part. If anybody's wondering why I've kept off doing this on regular Facebook, it's because regular Facebook is intimidating. You say anything or you do anything, for some reason Facebook is just really hostile. I've found my friend put a comment on Facebook about the colourless Skittles, and certain people absolutely went hell for leather at him, saying things like, what the hell are you talking about fucking sweets for? We're in a pandemic. And he just wanted to find out what people thought about the idea of colourless Skittles, and in support of the LGBTQA communities, and of course people tried to shut him down, which I thought was really unfair. But I don't know what it is about Facebook. It just seems like it's a very intimidating place. And so I was doing Instagram for ages because for me, I feel a lot more like I can be more free to be myself and be a lot more expressive, which is why I've started doing more of the fat art stuff on Instagram, because I feel a lot more safer. And I kept that off of doing Facebook on my art page for a while, but doing it on this regular Facebook is kind of a different kettle of fish. And like I'm not filming my own face like I normally do for the first minute or so of these videos. I'm not filming my own face on regular Facebook, because I just find it really quite scary. Christ knows how I'm going to deal with YouTube. Got some ideas for YouTube, and I think it's just the procrastination that's the worst part. Once I get down to it, I think I'll be okay. No, there you go. See what I mean? You know, like where you can use the pencil to work with or against the line, and as you go you could start doing more sprouty bits, and you can expand on it, and you can trail it off, and you can go off there and go off and that way. By the way, one way to tell if an artist is going mad is if they start drawing circles. I mean, there's circles there, but there's a what do you call it, seaweed over there, so I think I'm safe. This is where I think I'm trying to distract myself from the idea that I'm filming myself, and I have no idea who I'm going to run into on here, but that's part of the thrill, that's part of the reason I do this. I think that's another thing about Facebook, is that I'm never quite sure who I'm going to come across on here. Yo, hello, Grace, Olivia. Hope you're having a nice Saturday. It's rainy over here. Don't know what it's doing your end. Ollie, do you want me to put a crocodile in this? Ollie. Ollie. Should really do different shapes for these. You can extend and add to it as you go. As I say, you can have a go at making your patterns absolutely symmetrical if you wanted to. This one, because I am just showing you how you can work from one detail and then work outwards, I think you've noticed that this is not entirely accurate, but that's the cool thing about the meditative doodling, is that because you're getting used to the materials and the pens and the pencils and whatnot, and you're trying to gain confidence with how you work with the pen and how you work yourself, it doesn't matter if it's gone ever so slightly wrong, or if you've made a mistake here or there, like these parts here is a little bit thicker or a little bit thinner than I would have liked to. It doesn't matter, because what you're doing is you're just going with. We're not worrying about, does that look like a diamond, does that look like a tentacle, does that look like a piece of kelp. We're not worrying about that. We're just going with wherever our mind and our imagination wants us to take us. I'm going to do this stupid thing. If it works. As I say, I think you could probably tell what this is going to be. It looks more like an anteater. It is really weird when you're holding the when you're holding the phone with one hand and you're trying to draw with the other. Ollie, here's a crocodile. Ollie, are you watching? Do you know what a crocodile does? That's the thing. You could have a go at doing like your own little doodles, or don't worry too much about, oh yeah, does this look like an alligator? Does this look like a goat or a sheep or a dragon or whatever? You're just going with wherever it takes you. I have eased up a little bit now. I don't know, maybe the next live I do. There isn't really, oh god, Ollie, a scapegoat? Don't you mean a scapegoat? I don't know if I'm doing that. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, look, there we go. There's the alligator, the crocodile. Okay, we're on the last spoke now, but you can make this go on for as far or as short as you want, and that was why I wanted to show you, like, using these graphs, as it were. We got what else am I gonna do with this? Who is that who's just said hello? The one with the poppy. Sorry, I couldn't see your username. Ollie wants a scapegoat. You serious? Anybody got any questions, or if anybody's got any kind of suggestions apart from a scapegoat? If I go quiet, it's because I'm trying to concentrate on certain bits. And the great thing about doing meditative doodles, if you are going to do them, is that you doesn't have to have any kind of rhyme or reason. Doesn't have to have any kind of theme. Like, as I say, you see that that little bodger thing I've done there, that little mistake thing. You could always recover it, or try and cover it up like that. Yeah, we're just going with. And if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. If it ends up with a splodgy, it just does a splodgy. That's all we're trying to do, is just give ourselves the freedom and the comfort to be able to start from virtually anywhere on the page, from one detail, and where it's just sprouted out like this. I feel like there needs to be a bit more detail this end. What do you think? Okay. Okay, if it buggers up, then that's how it ends up. I don't know what that thing is at all. What a skate pig! This is going to turn into some kind of funny farm. It's a goat. Okay, how am I going to do the skateboard, mate? This is turning into the most weirdest thing ever. Where's his skateboard going? Welcome to your world. Yeah, everybody's finding it, like, everybody's affected in their own way. Ollie, there's your scapegoat. No! I think I just eased up now because I'm at that level of hype, which, you know, I think I'm just going to end up doing the most randomest shites on this now. Okay. You tell me, where can I put the next thing? I feel like this needs a bit of activity somewhere because all these are very leafy. I like doing this thing where the pupils are ever so slightly off the centre. It looks more like a dog now, doesn't it? It's a bit silly. Oh, never mind. It's a pig. Good. Just in case. A spider pig! What the hell? I don't like spiders. Yeah. I was going to say I'm kind of finishing up now, but I feel like that pig needs to come from something. Where does he want to come from? I think I've got an idea. Gonna do this one little thing for you. Yeah. Yes, well, I might as well say it now, but yeah, I am not going to be there anymore. Put it that way. Yeah, so I officially got the news 2 weeks ago. So, don't know where I'm going next, but I'm not going to be in there anymore. I'll be there as a customer. Right, I think... There you go. There you go. Spider pig. We got a scapegoat, a spider pig. You're going, alligator. So I'm just being silly now because I think, thank goodness, I feel a bit more relaxed now. But that is just showing you how you can make yourself a rough pencil graph or rough pencil guide for yourself, and how you can start from any angle, any point, and you have your small detail, and you can work with or against the line, doing whatever patterns you wish or doing whatever weirdo detail you wish, and you can extend it or you can stop it wherever you like. Just letting your mind take you wherever it wants to take you, and not worrying about does it look right or does it look accurate. But I've had fun. So and I hope you guys have too. It's been nice talking to you, and hope you have a lovely Saturday, and I hope you have a nice weekend, okay, and a nice week. Okay, bye bye.